All right, so now that we know how staging works in general, and we also know how we can use those page variations to allow us some versioning that we can switch between, let's talk about how we can actually automate the publication scheduling here, okay? In the first video of this chapter, something I discussed was the best practice of having more frequent and smaller publications, okay? One of the ways that you can accomplish this is by basically automating or setting up a schedule for your publication. So the scheduling feature is something we can find in the advanced publication process. So what we've been using so far has just been simple publication. It publishes everything we've changed since the last publication, and the advanced option allows us to do a little bit more, including our scheduling. Okay, so let's go ahead and just look at a basic example of this with scheduling, get some practical hands-on. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and add a new seasonal banner. And then once that seasonal banner is added, we can go ahead and add an automated process so that it publishes on sometime before Christmas and then publishes back in January. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and do this together. Go ahead and open the menu, open content, and web content. We're just gonna go ahead and import this seasonal banner that we have, okay? So click on options and export import, okay? Click on import here, select file. All right, and navigate to your exercises, and you're gonna go to 11 staging content in your exercises. All right, go ahead and click on new hotel banner.lar and open it up. All right, click on continue and import. All right, so go ahead and close this here. What we did is we imported the structure and template for our seasonal banner. So let's go ahead and add one really quick, and then we can go ahead and make sure that it is scheduled for automated publishing. Okay, so go ahead and click on the add button and choose the hotel banner. Okay, this is something that we've seen before. We've just now added it into the Livingston Hotels and Resorts site. All right, you're gonna go ahead and hit refresh. Again, sometimes on this beta build, you can just hit refresh and we will be able to work with this here. Okay, so for the title, let's go ahead and do Livingston Holiday Banner. Okay, as a summary, we can do a seasonal banner for the Livingston site. Okay, for the hotel name, let's go ahead and do Livingston Hotels, and Resorts. Okay. For the lead text here, let's go ahead and do Spend the Holidays in Paradise. Okay. And lastly, we can go ahead and select our image. So click Select File, and choose the Livingston Seasonal Banner JPEG from our 11 staging content section of the exercises. Okay, go open and add. Okay. Once you've done that, go ahead and scroll down and hit publish at the bottom. And we can now use this new banner and we can schedule when this is going to publish. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on Go to Site in the Site Administration panel. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and click on the Options button, okay, for the web content display displaying our new banner. All right, we're gonna swap it out for our new seasonal banner. So click on Options and Configuration. Click on Change, okay, and go ahead and choose the Livingston Holiday Banner. All right, click Save, close the pop-up. All right, we see our nice new Livingston banner here. All right, we can go ahead and click on Ready for Publication. Again, that's gonna be that little switcher there. And click Publish to Live. All right, now normally we've been doing just the simple process here. We can go ahead and click on the Switch to Advanced Publication at the top left. All right. Let's go ahead and name this Switch to the Holiday Banner. Okay. And let's go ahead and choose schedule. So this is how we can provide our automated scheduling. Okay. For the start date, go ahead and choose November 1st. Okay, so I'm going to go out over here, choose November 1st. You can just update this or just type in November 1st. Okay. And choose the end by button here. So again, this is going to allow us the ability to set a date where it will publish and also a date where it will go back. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and change the date here for end by, okay, to January 1st. Okay, so I'm going to do it January 1st of the next year. Okay. And what we can do is we can set this to yearly. Okay, and this example, by the way, works best as a page or site page variation. Okay, what you can do is you can actually, with the variation, set it up so that you automate that something like this is going to publish during a certain time, and then revert it back to the main variation when it's unpublished. Okay, so if we use page variations, we can even have a more robust way of doing automated scheduling. So keep that in mind as well. Okay. All right, so for here, we can go ahead and choose every November. We could do every November 1st. Okay. All right. And now at the bottom right, we can choose add event. Okay. All right, so now we have it set up so that we'll automatically publish this banner every November to January. Okay. So again, we can use everything we know so far to have a better, more robust automated process. We could go ahead and use page variations to have a full holiday variation. So it could be, some sort of Christmas theme. We could have banners or new content or promotionals like this, and then we can publish all of that at once during, let's say, November 1st. And then when January 1st comes, we can revert it back to the main set of pages, and we can keep those in parallel. Okay, so keep that in mind as well as you are considering how you might want to walk through the publication process using staging. Okay, all right, so let's recap what we've covered in this section here. Okay, all right, so with the scheduling feature, we can automate when something publishes and when it can be reverted. Okay, you can set it up to publish something at any point in the future. All right, it's typically a good practice to designate a time where you have the least amount of traffic. So if you're doing other analytics on your platform that can give you that information, you can just go ahead and say, okay, we're going to publish at 3 a.m., which is typically when we have the least amount of traffic. Okay. Your users or your staging group can add or remove time-sensitive content using the scheduling feature. So again, my recommendation would be to do that using page variations. It's a good opportunity to work on some of those things in parallel in preparation for events, promotional seasons coming up, and you can have them publish and revert on this process using the advanced staging publication. Okay. All right, so for the last section of our entire training, we're just going to go ahead and talk through everything we've discussed through all of the videos from top down, how all of this process would look once it's all set up together. Okay, so thanks for following along with me so far. Let's go ahead and wrap this up in the last video.